Penelope.
I do not wish to speak with you.
Please.
What's up? I'm Ashley, and we're going to be talking about everything that leads up to this long-awaited carriage scene. Let's get into it. After Colin tries to help Penelope find a husband, even this moment where she wraps his hand after he cuts it, and of course the moment when he gives Penelope her first kiss, is when Colin finally realizes his true feelings for Penelope. He's a little confused about the way he feels and doesn't want to fully accept it, especially since he's trying to fit in and acting how he thinks he's supposed to act, which is why he suppressed his feelings, trying to be something he never was, just out there trying to be a player and sleeping with all these prostitutes, thinking that that would somehow fulfill something that would never be fulfilled. But after having a talk with his mother about how it being so rare to be friends first before becoming lovers, but it being a special thing if it does happen. But with her telling him Lord Debling will propose to Penelope at the ball that night, is when he finally got some sense and went to go get his woman. And that came after he planned on staying in that night because he didn't want to be around all those other women throwing themselves at him when he knew that he only wanted Penelope. All he wanted to do was just stay home and collect his thoughts. But once he heard Lord Debling was planning on proposing, he said While at the ball, Colin interrupts Lord Debling and Penelope's dance. Lord Debling let them have their moment, and while Colin and Penelope are dancing, Colin is trying to talk Penelope out of marrying Lord Debling. He tells her that she cannot marry that man and that she doesn't even know him. And he reminds her that he'll be gone for 3 years after they get married due to his work, but Penelope tells him that she's at peace for what Lord Debling has to offer. But while Lord Debling was having a dance with Cressida, she lets him know that Penelope and Colin have been friends for years, ever since her and her family moved into the house directly across the street. Lord Debling then puts 2 and 2 together, and he realizes the reason Penelope likes to sit and look out of her window, and it's because of the direct view it has to Colin and his house. So he decides to leave, and that's when Penelope chases after him. That's when Lord Debling makes Penelope admit her feelings for Colin. He's worried that while he's away for work for years at a time, she'll be thinking about another man, and that other man being Colin. So he ends things with her.
Miss Featherington, with the amount of time I will be gone, it is essential I make a match with someone whose affections are not already engaged elsewhere.
Penelope leaves heartbroken and embarrassed, but Colin chases after her, telling her that Lord Debling isn't right for her. She tells him, you don't even have to worry about that because, thanks to him, he ended things with her because of their friendship. She tells him how Lord Debling thinks they have feelings for each other.
You cannot marry that man. He will leave you, and he is too particular, and he is just not right for you, Ben.
He did not propose. In fact, he rejected me because of you.
And here is where Colin finally admits his feelings for Penelope.
Feelings like a total inability to stop thinking about you. About that kiss.
He tells her how he always dreams about her and how he would rather sleep because that is where he'll be able to find her. And here is where we get this really hot hookup scene that we finally get to see in real life besides just reading it in a book. Let me know your thoughts on this carriage scene. But at the end of the carriage ride home is when Colin invites Penelope inside, but she's hesitant because of Eloise. Colin's like, come on girl, are you going to marry me or not?
For God's sake, Penelope Featherington, are you going to marry me or not?
And even though we all know she's going to say yes, we still have to wait 4 more weeks for part 2. But let me know, was this carriage scene everything you wanted and more, or could it have been better? Me, personally, I enjoyed it. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.